Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Tuesday live show, guys. And guys, I am super excited because Harlan is finally back. Harlan, welcome back. We've missed you, sir. I actually sent you a message. I was a little worried about you, but thank you for being here with us, Harlan. Thank you guys for being here on the Beyond the Gangway show. We're still working on getting an actual new everything for Beyond the Gangway show, but this will be your Beyond the Gangway show on Tuesdays. So welcome in Dave from Cantrell Country Travel. Welcome in Miss Donnell and Miss Jen. I've been thinking about you because I know you guys are under a lot of snow over there. Welcome back, Harlan, and welcome back, Miss Katie. How are you guys doing today? Please, guys, stay warm. It's a little cold here in Florida, not as cold as Pennsylvania and the New York folks or anything like that, but it's gonna get really like nasty over here in the cold weather. I was even reading some news that it might have some flurries on Saturday. We don't know, but I know that the people in Panama City, like my friend Scott McNeil, for those of you that know Scott, they having some snow and some stuff going on up there. Well, today's show is we're going to talk about the best buffets on a cruise. You guys are going to be surprised the rating on these buffets on a cruise. I was actually shocked. I'm not going to lie to you. There was one that shocked me because I never thought that I would see it there, but it is there, and we're going to talk about it. Oh my God, Donnell, 12 inches of snow. Guys, you are just swimming in snow. Forget about, you need the tropical weather. And for those of you that don't know, today is book your vacation day today. So if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, I put some stuff there, and we're actually doing new things. I'm putting in on Facebook and on Instagram and TikTok. You're going to be seeing a lot of cool travel adventures specials. So we're putting all of those over there. I got to talk to my daughter because I want to put them also on YouTube for everybody to check out. But yeah, it's been crazy. I know Samara is in Canada, so she's probably under who knows how many inches of snow. She just wish she was, in a little pina colada or something like that in Lago Mar, but you are in snow, girl. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I am just super excited. Real quick, just so that you guys know, tomorrow we will not be having an across the way segment. Keith will not be able to come. There's a lot of situations with the weather up there and things like that, so he won't be able to do it. So we postpone it for the following week. So just wanted to get that out of the way. But yeah, let's talk about the best buffets on a cruise. Before I start this segment, I want you guys to, just put what buffet you think is number one and what buffet will be number like 10 and which ones you think they will never make the cut. I want to see what your thoughts are. So when we go through all of this, you guys will see. You probably will be as surprised as I was. Welcome in, Miss M. Hopefully in New York, you are nice and warm. You are nice and warm. I know that you guys are having like this horrendous snowstorm. I think they even called it, if I'm not mistaken, ain't it Fred or something like that? Crazy. I never even knew that these things, have names, but I guess they do have names. And guys, next month is my birthday, so I'm going to be cutting all this hair off. Not all of it, but I'm going to be doing something different. All right, look at you guys. Look at you guys. Oh my God, this is going to be so cool. You guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. But let's dig in and let's get started. And that way you guys will know. And you guys are going to say, what? I wasn't even surprised. I was even surprised. But I took this information. I was Googling some information. And if you actually Google what are the best buffets on a cruise, starting from number 1 to the 10, you will find that information online. I was just surprised. And when I looked at some of these, I actually Googled the information to see. But yeah, there's a lot of places where you will find this information. And these are the correct answers. So let's start off with, I only had like 7 of them. So we're going to start off with number 7 and we're going to work our way up to number 1. How does that sound? Okay, so for number 7, we have the World Cafe. You were like, I've never heard of the World Cafe, but the World Cafe is actually the Viking Oceania cruises. The Viking buffets is often praised for being more like an upscale fresh food hall with open kitchen, premium seafood, sushi, sashimi, noodle bars, and scenic outdoor seatings and all the adjacent in the terrace. So if you've never been on a Viking cruise, you will probably would have never known about the World Cafe. I've never been on a Viking cruise, never heard of the World Cafe, but you know what? When I'm doing these research for you guys, I find all sorts of stuff that sometimes just like, wow, I didn't even know that that even existed. For number 6, we have the Lido and King's Court. And this is from the cruise line, Cunard Line. They have a 24-hour buffet venue, serve breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even late night snacks like cookies and cocoa, offering a broad mix of pizza, curries, pasta, and traditional comfort food. So did you ever thought that Cunard, guys, by any chance? I've never been on Cunard. Have you guys been on Cunard? Did you guys even thought by a moment that 24-hour buffet? That's kind of amazing, right? That's kind of really cool. So it's just crazy to know that, you know, there's stuff out there. For number 5, some of you might have been here. It's called the Indulge Food Hall. So put it in the comments if you know where the Indulge Food Hall is. If you have traveled on this specific cruise line, most of you that are here on the chat might know it. I'm going to read what I have, and then I'm going to see what you guys put on the chat. While not a buffet in the classic sense, Indulge offers a buffet-style food hall experience with stations featuring barbecue, Indian dishes, Latin foods, salads, and desserts, mostly included throughout some drinks. Specific items may cost extra. So you guys, yes, look at Miss Donnell. Look at her. Hey, that's right. Is the NCL Prima class has the Indulge Food Hall. And I am with you, Donnell. It is an amazing place to have any type of food. You have a little kind of like an iPad kind of thing, and you order everything, and they just bring it to you within 5, 10, 8 minutes max to your table. You could be sitting at, outside at a fresco. You could be sitting inside. It's just amazing. Or if you just want to just watch how they cook it, you can even do that there, which I think for number 5, I think they came out really good. So Indulge Food Hall was number 5. Now this one is going to surprise some of you because it surprised me, guys. It threw me off the charts when I was reading this. And I'm like, what? I would have thought that this one would have been maybe number 20. But the Lido Market, do you guys know what the Lido Marketplace is? If you do, put it on the comments. It's a family-friendly 24-hour buffet option that casually fun. It is a typical includes barbecue, pizza, pasta, deli items, desserts, and frozen yogurts and toppings. Great for quick meals any time of the day. You guessed it right, Miss Queen of Disney. Carnival Cruise Line. Can you believe it? Carnival made it to 4. I have nothing against Carnival because I love Carnival. I actually am platinum on Carnival for another, I don't know what year or whatever it is they're going to take the platinum thing away. But Carnival used to have a really good buffet up to after the pandemic, because after the pandemic, everything changed in Carnival. Carnival's buffet has never been just like any other ones. So that really completely blew my mind when I saw it at number 4. At number 4, because every station there is pretty much all the same foods. They don't have anything different. And then some of their stations now actually have an extra added charge to it. So I'm with you, Donnell. There is no way. I actually researched it, Donnell, because I was like, really? Like, why? who voted for this? But I guess there's a lot of Carnival people out there, and I guess they voted, and I guess they put it out there. Love their casual options, but the buffet blows. I agree with you there. Um, for number three, actually, I'm sorry, there were eight of us, eight of these. For number three, you have the World Fresh Market, or some people know it as the Eatery. If you've been on this cruise line and you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments and let me know which cruise line might this be. Princess Buffet is known for its huge variety. Well, I already gave it to you guys. Look at that. Okay, so the Princess Buffet is known for its huge variety from Asian and Indian to Mexican and Italian, plus regional specialties depending on itinerary. And for example, seafood in Alaska. So I've never been on Princess either. So if you are a person that have been on Princess, then the World Fresh Marketplace or the Eatery. I'm going to guess they probably have different ships. They call it different. The buffet, I don't know. But according to this, they are number 3 on the chapter. So you might say, okay, so what do you all think? Look at Samara. Oh my God, Samara. Carnival. Oh wait, Carlin says Carnival Buffet used to be good. Hal has the best. Yeah, I do agree. I love the pizza on Hal America. I really like it there. You are right about that, Harlan. So for number 3, we have for number 3 is the oh my God, okay, hold on. Let me get it together. The Windjammer. The Windjammer, guys, made it to number 3. This is on Royal Caribbean. They also say that they have a 24-hour buffet where they have extensive different types of food. You can here find Indian, Asian, Mexican, American, and all sorts of different depending on where you're traveling to. And they specialize in different things depending on the itinerary that they're traveling. So the Windjammer takes number 3 on the list. And yeah, I thought that the Windjammer was going to be maybe 2, maybe 1, but no, number 3. So it's just crazy. Now, for number 2, I am so happy we made it to number 2, because number 2 is the Ocean View Cafe. I don't know how many of you guys know where or in what ship is the Ocean View Cafe, but if you do, put it in the comments. It's a standout buffet on Blank Cruise Line. They have the Millennium and the Edge class ships, so that should let you know which ones they are. The International is inspired buffet features sushi, pasta, pizza, salads, and global dishes with plenty of variety throughout the day. That is correct, Miss Donnell. It is Celebrity Cruises came in as number 2, which actually, you know what? I was like, yeah, you know what? That makes sense, because they actually have a really good buffet. To me, I've never been like an Oceania or Cunard or Princess or even Viking, but I have been on Royal, Carnival, Holland America, MSC Cruises, and to me, Celebrity has, to me personally, the best buffet ever. So at least they came in at number 2. I'm still thinking about that Lido Market, guys. Trust and believe, because I couldn't believe it. They even make the cut here. I thought it was not even going to be around here. And for number 1, and then we're going to open it up to the community, and we're going to have this chat about this. Number 1 is called the Terrace Cafe. The Terrace Cafe. Have you ever heard of the Terrace, or you've been on this cruise line? Just put it in the comments. Often cited as one of the best buffets experienced at sea, the Terrace Cafe offers a high quality, well organized buffet with food stations that feel more like an upscale food hall than a standard cruise buffet. You will find fresh seafood made to order stations, themes, lunches, dinners, and a salad bar, carving station, and a homemade ice cream. For you, so for those of you that don't know where the Terrace Cafe is located, you would find them on Oceana Cruise Lines. Crazy, right? I've never been on Oceana, but if you guys have been, please let me know in the comments. How do you guys enjoy that buffet? See, I have experience with some other of the names here, the cruise lines, but like I said, I've never been on Viking or on Cunard or on Oceana, so I cannot know. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to go there and check it out. You know what? We should do like a whole year where we go check out these buffets and actually rate them. That would be kind of cool to do. But yeah, when I was reading these different cruise ships, like the best of the top of the line cruise ship buffet, I was actually surprised by some of these top of the line, names, because I wasn't expecting some of these names to appear, but they're on the list for some reason. I guess people really like it. I'm just glad that some of our famous, cruises have made it to the top 8 of the categories of buffet. Azamara was another one that was mentioned. It had an honorable mention there, Azamara Cruise Lines. I've never been on Azamara. I don't know if you guys have. I have people that have been on Azamara, but I've never asked them about the buffets and things like that. But I wanted to have this conversation with you guys because I know we all cruise. We all have a good time. And Samara, can you believe it? Disney didn't even make the cut. Not even. It wasn't even mentioned as an honorable mention or anything like that. I was like blown away because I would have thought that Disney buffet would have been at least one of the ones that would make it, because I've been on Disney Fantasy. Mind you, this was about maybe 7 years ago, but I had a good buffet experience on the Disney cruise lines. And Disney is very well known for their foods and stuff like that. But not to make it to the cut, that was crazy. I would have thought that I would see Disney before I would see Carnival there, believe it or not. So what are your thoughts on those types, these buffets? Like, what do you guys think? Do you think that that did they rate this the right way? I was trying to figure out some information, like as to how do they rate these? Like, do they send kind of like a brochure, or do they send like a newsletter or something to every cruiser out there and rate your best buffet, and then they come back, pile everything up just like the elections, and they vote on it and figure out who has the best ones? Because some of these I'm like, I don't, like I said, I've never been on Viking or anything like that, but it was just kind of strange to see some people in there. I would have thought maybe Disney would have made the cut, and maybe, I don't know, somebody else, but I guess they didn't. What about Palo? What about Palo? Because I know Palo is not a buffet. Palo is actually a specialty dining, an expensive specialty dining. And if you guys never been on Disney, what is Palo? And I think they have, is it Enchanted or Enchanto? It's another one that is also a high-end specialty dining. I think on the Disney Destiny. I think the Destiny, the Treasure, and Adventures have that new one that they just brought in, and I heard that it was really good. I've seen a lot of people that have posted information about that. We're gonna do another one on specialty dining, so prepare for that one. I get $55 off now at Palo. Look at you, because you've been traveling with Disney. I look at Palo, they're gonna say you're gonna have to pay the whole thing, ma'am. Pay the whole thing. So, but yeah, so when I was looking at the information for the buffets and I was researching it, there's great buffets out there. I like the style. I actually like the style of Royal Caribbean, the style of Celebrity. New Region has a really nice style. MSC Cruises has an extensive area. Holland America, their buffet goes like a long way. that you can pick all sorts of different things on there. They have like a little area, if I'm not mistaken, and Harlan is here, so Harlan might be able to kind of maybe remember a little bit. I think on Holland they have a little section where you open the little window thingies and you get the you can pick out your dessert and things, and it's always nice and refrigerated. So they have that, and they have different stations, and I like the areas where they have the different stations that you can just eat whatever you want and you can go buy it. I don't like it like in other cruise lines, you can say, where they have the exact same foods on every station. They could have 15 stations and all 15 has the same food. That I don't not like. I love my celebrity class ships because on the Ocean View Cafe, you have a plethora of different items and things. And most of these things you actually can, they can actually cook it right there in front of you. And the good thing about the Ocean View Cafe is that it could be 2 a.m. and part of the buffet is still open for you, like the little bakery items, sandwiches, salads. The pasta station is still open for you. You do have the pizza area. On MSC Cruises, you have the buffets also open, but you have pizza and burger on World America where you can go in there and actually have like a burger, wings, fries, and all sorts of different things. So I think that those types of cruises have also really good buffets. For those of you that never been on MSC, if you have, let me know what you think about their buffet because they were not even mentioned here. But also MSC is also new to the cruising community. So that's me. I'm going to say maybe that's why. That's why I don't know where did they get all this information as to, how do they best rated these buffets, you can say. I think it will be kind of cool if somebody can go out there and rate all the different ones and make kind of like a vlog of the different shifts. I think that'll be kind of really cool to do. Harlan says, when on NCL, I saw a dessert chef cut out bad parts of the fruit and fry it and put ice cream on it. Well, that is different. That is very different. Let me see. I eat quickly on Disney Cruise so that I can see Mickey LL more times. You probably don't even eat. You probably don't even go to the main dining room. You just say, you know what? Just give me a little. What is it? You go upstairs and you get like nuggets and fries, and you be just walking through the cruise line with your nuggets and fries, eating while you're watching Mickey. Never been on MSC. They have a lot of problems on that cruise line. Actually, Harlan, MSC is getting much better than when they actually came here to the United States. So maybe if one day you're able to, it will be nice for you to try it. I think you will like it the way it is today than what it used to be back then. They're getting much better. I know Donnell and Jen, if they're still here and listening, they have been on MSC, and maybe they can put in some information there, to clarify from the community. But yeah, so I think it's one of those cool things. Like for instance, if you are on a Carnival, since Carnival came in number 4 or 5, if you are on Carnival, especially if you are on Celebration, the Mardi Gras, or even, oh my God, what is the other third one? No, I forgot. The one on Galveston. Oh my God, I do apologize. The one on Galveston. I would say that ship has more eatery areas than any of the Carnival crew, Carnival fleet, you can say, because they have, not only that they have the buffet, they have the taco bar, they have all the little like food truck kind of things on the Lido deck. They also have like emeralds that you can just walk there and have a seat and enjoy some beignets or some rice with whatever, rice and beans and different things like that. So they do have a little bit more to offer on their ships. So I think that's a plus for those ships. No different than NCL, because NCL kind of has the same thing as Carnival, where NCL on the Indulge food hall, they actually have like the Indian style foods. They even have an area where they have like chocolates and ice creams and different types of things that you can enjoy in the indulge area. Now, guys, if you go to the local on NCL, that is amazing. The local on NCL is great. They have chicken wings, all sorts of different things. And I believe, I could be wrong. I think the local is open 24/7. I could be wrong, but I think that the local is open around the clock. If you guys have been on the local, let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think they might be one of those that are open around the clock. MSC has come a long way in North America cruising. They have, Donna, and I do. If you've never been on the World America, amazing. They actually nailed it with that ship. And if you like Royal Caribbean, you will like World America, because Royal Caribbean is kind of like the same of the Oasis class ship. I like the Royal Caribbean buffet when it's in the Caribbean night or Italian night. They have big pasta station. I do agree with you, Miss Katie. They do have a big pasta station. Since you're going to the British Isles and you're going on Celebrity Eclipse, I will suggest to check out the buffet. If you enjoy like pasta and things like that, they have a pasta station. I hope that they have the same thing. I've never been on the Eclipse. I've been on like Apex, Ascent, Beyond, and Excel. But if you go there, try it. Let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts on that one when you do go. But I think you're gonna like their pasta and stuff like that. They have really good pasta there. They have Americanized and their Caribbean cruises. They do, and it's really good, guys. I'm telling you, is they have come a long way. Spice on Excel is great. That is true. The Spice on Excel. I didn't get to try it, Donnell, when I went, because kind of like my trip was kind of like in and out. It was like a 2-day event kind of thing. So I really didn't get to try it, but I have heard really good things on Spice on Excel. I really have heard like really, really good things on that specific restaurant. So yeah, check it out if you can. Like I said, there's so many of them, and we're going to also have another segment like this, and we're going to talk about specialty dinings. So if you are into like kind of like that specialty dining, bring your thoughts, because we're going to see which specialty dinings rank the best amongst all the different cruise lines, and maybe some of them might be your favorite specialty dining. I know that I have my favorite specialty dinings, and I've been doing some research on that. And it's going to be a lot of fun, talking to you guys when it comes to that segment. But when I was working on this specific segment for the best buffets, I actually took a little bit of time to kind of like think about the different cruise lines that I have been and the different buffets. And it's kind of different because every ship, when you look outside of the ship, you kind of see kind of like the same kind of, not the style, but it's a ship that you're in. But when you're inside, every ship has a little different bit of personality to them. And even the buffet has a different personality to these ships as well, because depending whether you're going on a Royal Caribbean cruise line, if you guys have never been like on the Oasis class or the Icon class, because I remember I actually been on Enchantment, Majesty of the Seas, and these two ships didn't have like the little kids buffet station. I don't know how many of you guys have been to the Royal Caribbean, maybe the Oasis class ships, which if you don't know what an Oasis class ship is, like the Harmony, Symphony, Wonder, Utopia, Oasis, what is it? Allure. Am I missing one? There's 6 so far, all there. But anyways, so all of those. And when you go to the buffet, when you walk into the Windjammer, besides hearing the washy washy song, once you get past that washy washy song situation and you go in there, to your left hand side is usually where it is. After you pass the bread area, to your left hand side, there's going to be a little kiddie station. And guys, I have sat next to where the little kiddie buffet is, and it just makes me smile, where you see these adult people. Yeah, maybe some of them have kids. I don't know. But you see the adults just eating the little kiddie stuff. But when you see the little kids buffet, it is so cute, because one day I would like to take my little granddaughter, Maddie, or Kingston, or my grandson, Kai, because the little foods that they have either come with little faces, like little veggie cuts into like, you know, a little bread or whatever. And they have little things for the little kids and donuts and all these cute little things that the kids will enjoy. But I guess it attracts more the adult than it does the children. So it's kind of funny to see. If you've never kind of like noticed something like that, when you go on one of these Oasis class ships, take a look at it and you'll see there's kids that go in there, and some parents, you know, will actually pick up their food for their kids. But mainly you see some of the adults eating the little kids' food. And I think this is just funny because they're like little, you know, and they have like little dragons. I think last time they had like a little dragon thing when Martine and I went on one of the ships, on Wonder of the Seas, I think it was. And when I took Sophie and we went on Utopia, they had these little cute little desserts. And it's just so pretty how they have all these little things, you know, for the little kids to also indulge and have a really nice buffet. So that's one of the things that I really enjoy seeing, because they actually included the little ones on the buffet, where all the other lines, I've never seen something like that other than on Royal Caribbean. So kudos to Royal Caribbean for doing that for the little ones. Welcome in, Mr. Mike and Mrs. Tracy, the cruise nuts. Welcome in, sir. Love to have you guys here. I know many adults that eat like toddlers. Look, Donnell, don't get me wrong, but I was like blown. I'm like, okay, they must love the food. And I even told Martine at one point, I'm like, I wonder if it tastes like really good, because I'm guessing it does. And they had like little itty bitty miniature donuts. And weirdly so, guys, they had donuts for us too, but theirs were more miniature, like for the little hands. And people were just grabbing like if it was no day. So it was kind of cool. I think I shout out to Royal again for doing something like that for the little kids, and for the kids to really enjoy the little station. You know, they can go in with the little plate and really enjoy. So that's really nice of a buffet style. If you've never actually seen something like that, maybe the next time when you go on an Oasis class ship, you're going to say, you know what, let me go check that out. Take a picture, post it on our Facebook and show us that you guys were there and you guys actually saw that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for you guys. But yeah, guys, next Friday, real quick, I'm just going to do a few announcements here to take a little break from the subject. Next Friday, we're going to be traveling on Margaritaville for the first time. And we're going to be visiting, actually, I'm going to pick up one new port, which is the port of Progreso. And we're going to Cozumel, which actually, it reminded me that I need to talk to you, Mike, on the side. I got to get with you on some stuff. So we're going to be going to Cozumel and Progreso. I will be leaving next Friday. So that's going to be a lot of fun from Friday to Wednesday. It's only a 5-day. Thank you, Margaritaville, for inviting us on the ship. They actually gave us an ocean view cabin, so I'm looking forward to checking it out and be able to get on this cruise. I've heard really good things about it and some not so good, so I'm just going to go there and check it out and bring it all to you. It's like my vlogging camera has been on vacation. She's like, look, you got to take me out. So she's been on vacation. I've been, prepping and everything. There is a vlog coming out this week. It's going to be, I guess, I think Jesse said that it's going to be some kind of like bloopers and little things like that happened during our Europe cruise, because our Europe cruise came to an end this past Thursday. If you guys have not seen it, I suggest you try and go check it out. There are 13 vlogs altogether. And we actually filmed, it took us like about 2.5 hours to film the whole entire review of Europe. What was our thoughts, what we liked, didn't like, and all of that stuff. So that's something that interests you. It's going to be coming, I think, within the next couple of weeks, the actual review. And it's going to have really cool stuff. So I suggest you go check it out. They're working on that right now. But in the meantime, we actually have something that we want to share with you guys. So check this out.
Good afternoon, everybody. We've got an exciting group cruise announcement for you. This time around, it's going to be a very special occasion, as we have managed to get an invite to the inaugural sailing of the one and only MSC World Atlantic. This time around, we'll be sailing out from Port Canaveral in Orlando, Florida on November 13th, 2027. From there, the ship will be docking at Nassau in the Bahamas on the 14th and MSC's private Ocean Cay Marine Reserve on the 15th. After that, there'll be a relaxing day at sea where you can be one of the first people to explore this lovely new ship. On the 17th, they'll be docking in Cozumel, Mexico, followed by Costa Maya in Mexico on the 18th. From there, a single day at sea will be taking you back to Orlando to conclude the inaugural sailing. Be sure to book your cabins quick, as inaugurals like this tend to sell out really fast. You can contact us at jagonzalez@expediacruises.com or call us directly at 813-608-2935. We hope to see you on board with us.
That's right. We hope to see you on board with us. The sailing is pretty selling fast and the furious, guys. So if you guys want a cabin, please let me know. Deposits are $199 and final payment is not until August of 2027. So you have enough time to actually be able to make all of your payments. And the cool thing is not only you guys get to spend some time with me, but you also get to actually meet Jeffy, and hopefully we're trying to get Keith to go so that we can have the whole Across the Wave team there as well. But if not, we're going to have the community and we're going to have everybody that wants to join on this big group cruise. So hopefully we will get to see you there soon, because next year is already almost here. Like time just flies. But yeah, so we're going to be going on Margaritaville. When I'm retired, I can go wherever I want. There you go, Miss Katie. If you want to have a cabin, actually, they're not that expensive. A cabin for an interior starts at $2,008 for 2 passengers. And the highest is $2,800 for a balcony ocean view. They actually have some infinity ocean view cabins, kind of like what you see on Celebrity or on Icon. And those are going for about a little bit under $2,600. And you're talking about 2 passengers. So that's not a whole lot compared. And it's kind of like an Oasis class ship. It's going to be porting out of Port Canaveral. So I think that's a really good deal for MSC and for it to be its first sailing. If you were to actually book it today on your own, you're probably going to be paying at least $300 more than the price that I have. So keep that in mind for you guys if you guys are interested in something like that. Yeah, we're not doing big cruise ships anytime soon, like the smaller ships. Hey, no problems with that. Maybe Samara gets to come. Samara, you can come with us. It's November. You can maybe do the 2027 and come with us on the World Atlantic. But yeah, so just like I was saying, Across the Wave is going to be canceled for tomorrow due to weather situations. Keith is not going to be able to be on the show with me. And as you guys know, Jeffy comes in a little bit late, so we decided to just wait to the following week. And if something happens the following week, I will be doing Across the Wave by myself if I need to, because we got to get the show on the ball and rolling for you guys. That's the reason why we do this every Tuesday and every Wednesday. If you guys have any suggestions for either a topic on this show, something that you want me to talk about, you guys have my number. Just send me a message or send me an email. It says, hey, Jackie, can you talk about this subject or that subject, whatever you guys want to know? I'll research it and we'll bring it here to the community and we will talk about it. You know, that's what we do. This is what we do. I will say, guys, for those of you that not have heard the news, because this has been, this has been an actual, hold on, let me find it here, because this is actual breaking news. If you guys have not heard, please, pretty please, whenever you're traveling to Cozumel, Mexico, whether by plane or by ship, do not take any vapes with you. I got an email from one of the cruise lines, and they advised that if the customer is bringing in a vape and they're getting off in Cozumel, they need to leave it inside of the ship. Do not fly into Mexico or bring any vapes outside of the cruise line into Mexico, because you can face up to 8 years in prison or a fine, depending on which one is going to be. If you guys have not seen the news, There's a couple of people that have been gotten into trouble because of this situation. And I would hate for you guys to have that situation while you are on a vacation. Please make sure that if you're traveling with children on the age of 15 and above, make sure you check those backpacks if your children have vapes or whatever, because you never know what your children do or what they bring. Sometimes, as parents, we are like oblivious of the situation. Just make sure to always, when you're getting off on that port, you don't want to have a problem, because if you get searched randomly and they find it, you're going to end up in Mexico. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to end up in Mexico. It's been all over the news. I know that Tony from La Vida Loca have covered it. I know that the Ship Light have covered the information. There's a lot of vloggers out there that are covering, even Dawn from Family Vacations. And please, guys, if you guys are, praying, please pray for Don. He's going through a lot of situations right now. I actually met Don personally. He's a great person. So please keep him in your prayers, because he's going through a situation right now. And we just need to pray a lot for him. But a lot of people have been talking about these vapes. Please make sure, guys, that you do not bring it or take it off the ship when you are in Cozumel. So keep that in mind as you're traveling, or if you're having family, a big group, make sure that, sometimes they're not as much as cruiser or getting to these things like we do. Make sure you share that information with your family so that everybody can know. We would hate for one of our own family members to have a situation while you're having a good time on your vacation. Thank you, guys, for those that are praying for Don. He's just going through a lot, and we just got to keep him in prayer and hope that everything goes good, and that, he will continue to cruise like what he wants to do. So kudos, to everybody that is in the prayer community for him. I've been having him on our prayers here, and hope that, he will recover as soon as he can and get through this next situation in his life. Because I know he's a very strong man. And he's a really amazing human being. I actually met him on Apex, had a ball with him. So shout out to you, Don, from Don's Family Vacations. Thank you, Harlan, for always keeping him in the prayers. I appreciate you guys for doing that as a community. But yeah, guys, if you guys have anything else on the best buffets, that's all I have for the best buffets. We're just going to open it out to the chat, just to have a conversation for the next 15 minutes and talk about whatever we want now, because now it's just whatever we want to talk about. That's the whole point of having a live stream, so we can enjoy, have fun, dance, do whatever you want to do. I don't know what you guys are doing. Are you guys like at home? Are you guys watching me from a TV? Am I on your big screen TV? Am I on your cell phone? Are you all cuddled up, nice and warm? I have, just regular, it's cold outside. I ended up having, a little bit ago, I ended up having to bring all the plants out from the outside into the lanai, because Martin gets home late from work and he's not going to have the time. So I did all of that. I cooked a meal, and I'm like Superwoman today. I've been like going at it all day, working, putting plants, cooking, and all of that good stuff. And after I'm done here, I'm going to watch my 90 Day Fiance. Who's watching 90 Day Fiance? I know this has nothing to do with cruising, but that's what I'm watching. These people are just like, it's just, it's a little bit of time that I take out of my day just to kind of like unwind from my regular crazy day that sometimes I have. Look at Donnell. Donnell said, you are on my phone and TV. Shout out to you guys. Ooh, what is Jen cooking? Jen can cook. That girl can cook. Look at Cruz Nuts. I'm watching from my desktop computer in front of the iced show. Ooh, I like it. Can you send me information on the Expedia excursions? Sure, Miss Katie. I'll send you my link to the Expedia excursion. Guys, I don't know how many of you guys have received the sale by celebrity. It is on Thursday. If you have received my invite, and if you're looking forward to getting some information, make sure you go and RSVP to the sale by celebrity. And let me see if I could find the link real quick, and I'll add it on here, because I know I have a link. I'll add it on here for you guys, and that way you guys can go in there. We are having a Sell by Celebrity Meeting. And you guys can RSVP for it, and you guys can enjoy, you know, all the information and stuff like that from there. Hold on. Let me see. Here it is. Let me see if I can share this. If I can copy the link and stick it in here. Yep, copy the link. Let me put it in here. Okay, I put the link in there. I know, Donnell, the new 90-day, it just blows my mind. I am like blown away. I haven't seen it for a while, and I just started watching it, and I'm in season 8, I think, and now I'm episode like 4 or 5. I don't know which one. I just been binge watching to try and catch up. I've been like, it's just been crazy. Martine looked at me. She goes, "Oh, is this what we're watching?" So it takes a little bit of my day. Like I just unwind by just watching all of that craziness, and it just takes my so that when I go to sleep, I'm ready for the next day. So yeah, but it's crazy. If you guys haven't watched it, it's just a little on the other side. I don't know where they get these people. Sometimes I wonder. I don't know. Sometimes I just wonder. Hello, how are you? Traveling with Tinkerbell. I'm a big fan. Well, thank you, Mojo. Actually, it's now Travel Adventures. I used to be traveling with Tinkerbell, but actually Travel Adventures. So thank you so much, sir, for being here with us today and enjoying the best buffets on a cruise. Yeah, sometimes during my workday from every day, I just put all you guys, whoever has a channel, I put all of you guys, and I just hear, I'm sometimes watching and sometimes I just hear it. And if there's something that actually picks my interest, I stay and I start watching it from where I work. Sometimes I do tend to comment. Sometimes I just like it, just to help you guys out. But I actually do watch the whole entire vlog or premiere, whatever it is that you're putting out there, to help out the community. So you technically, like in a week's, I probably watch about maybe 8-9 hours of YouTube daily. It's crazy because my phone tells you how much have you watched and how long have you been and all of that stuff. So I actually watch, I watch all sorts of people, whether they're Disney vloggers, cruise vloggers, every kind of whatever I find, I watch. And there's sometimes, things that I'm like, oh, that interest, that's pretty kind of cool. And it's kind of like nice to see, especially in the cruising community, everybody has a different type of, I guess, vibe when they're doing their vlogs. So it's kind of like nice to see, how everybody does their job and things like that, and or how they edit their show, and you kind of like learn and kind of like take some tips and different things like that. So it's always nice. And it's always nice to help the community and be out there for them and enjoy everybody's, they're working, they're creating. So it's nice to actually be able to do a little bit for everybody. Mixed books is the best. Just got my photo book from my last cruise. Look at you already getting your photos on your last. And that's, what are we, January? So that was fast. Wow, that was fast. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, I will be leaving next Friday on Margaritaville. So if you have questions about Margaritaville, if there's something that you have not seen that you want me to do, I will be vlogging Margaritaville. I will be doing a ship tour. I will be doing whatever other stuff. I have to sit down this week and kind of like jot down exactly what I want to do. Hello, Scotty J Travels. Welcome in, sir. Thank you so much for being here. I want to be able to do like a ship tour. I don't know if I'm going to be doing specialty dinings, but I will be probably more than likely filming the specialty dining areas that they have, the buffets that they have, and whatever we do during that week. We're not going to do any excursions because I've been to Cozumel plenty of times. I've never been to Progreso. One thing, guys, if you've never been to Progreso, that I found out today because I was researching Progreso, their pier is 4 miles long. Who has been here to Progreso and knows this? Cruise Nuts, have you been to Progreso, Mexico by any chance? Because I know you go to Cozumel a whole lot. But I looked it over and it says that that thing is 4 miles long. Could you imagine 4 miles to go and 4 miles to go back? They actually have little carts or whatever to bring you back and forth. So obviously you're not going to be walking unless you really want to walk the 4 miles. But it's longer than Lookout. Yep, it is longer. And there's quite a bit things to do there. I saw that they have some beach area. They even have a Walmart super center. So stay tuned because we might go check out the Walmart in Progreso. You never know what you could find, at Wally World. There's all sorts of stuff at Wally World. So we were looking, I think it's like a 20-minute drive to Wally World. And they got some areas there. They have obviously they're going to have tacos and different things like that. I'm not sure what we're doing yet in Progreso. It is our first time there. So I guess we're going to probably more than likely check it out and see, what Progreso is all about. Never been. If you guys have been and can help me out, then I would appreciate it. If you guys want to put some info in here, that'll be great. Been to Progreso many times. Yeah. Oh, you see? Yes, 4 miles long, and they have buses and shuttles to take you to the mainland. Ain't that crazy? When I saw it, I'm like, what in the world? What in the Margaritaville is going on here? Or actually, what in the Progreso is going on here? Just like the ship life will say. My dad will collect the cans. I tell you, when I read it, Mike, I was like, 4 miles. I said, this can't be right. Why would it? But they have a little shop. They have a couple of shops in between, but they do have some shuttles and things like that. So don't be afraid, guys. You guys can go to Progreso. But it is our first time. If there's something that you, Mike, since you have been there many of times, I've never been. If you want to send me a little text message and let me know, maybe some things that I can do or check out, I would appreciate it. It's going to be me and Martine going. So like I said, it's our first time. So I'm really looking forward to it. I always look forward to a first time on a cruise port. So we will be picking Progreso on this one. Wouldn't want to go to Mexico. Harden's like, heck no, I ain't going in there. Progreso is the longest cruise pier in the world from what I hear. Lord help us. Mike, that was like a stretch. Think about it. Depending on how old you are and how fast you walk. I used to jog, guys. Believe it or not, my longest jog that I ever did was a half marathon. Was a 13.1. But we did the Disney run. I think it was a 10-mile Disney run that we did in 2013. That was my last one. And back then, 4 miles would have taken me, if I were to jog it, about maybe 40 minutes. If I were to jog it, if I were to walk it, maybe an hour, you can say. Now, today, it'll probably take me like 2 hours just to get to the end of the port, and probably another 2 hours back. And the ship is going to be there from 8 to 4. So that's like half of the day is going to be just walking the pier. But I'm just joking, guys, because they do have like shuttles and things like that. So it's not like you're going to walk away. When is the Margaritaville cruise? When to when? We're leaving Friday. So it's the 6th to the 11th. I think it's from Friday. It's from Friday. Let me see. Friday the 6th to Wednesday the 11th. And I believe that Progreso is going to be on Sunday and Cozumel is going to be on Monday. I'll let you know, Mike, for sure. But I think that is, hold on. I could tell you right now. Give me a second. If you guys can bear with me just a minute. I have it here pulled up in one of my files. Hold on. I have so many files. It's ridiculous. Hold on, guys. Okay, Mike, it's going to be, let me see. Okay, so Monday, February 9th is Cozumel from 8 in the morning to 4 p.m. That's my Cozumel day because Progreso is going to be on Sunday. So, yep, there you guys have it. My garlic bread is getting better and better. Ooh, Ooh, hey. I'm gonna have to go check it out, Harlan. Check out the garlic bread. The pier at St. Kitts is pretty long also. Yeah, the pier in St. Kitts is pretty long. You know who has also a really long pier? Barbados. Barbados also have a pretty long pier. Yep. Yeah, text me because we're gonna get that done for sure. I want to get that done, Mike. So yeah, text me when you get a chance. But the pier in Barbados, if you guys have never been to Barbados, like the ship is on one side, you got to walk the whole area all the way to the front. It's just insane and crazy. That is also another weird pier. And everybody thought that Cozumel's pier was long, but when I saw Progress, I'm like, 4 miles, 4 miles. I was like, this can't be right. Like it can't, but I guess it is. See, Cruise Nuts knows because he's been there, and it's just crazy. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm gonna be vlogging all of that, all the adventures. That's what we're here to vlog all the travel adventures and stuff like that. This past weekend, I actually went to Epcot because it's like the Festival of the Arts. And they had some pretty cool stuff over there, some pretty nice artwork. They had the actual art creators that actually paint the art. They were there to sign the art. If you buy it from their collection, they will sign it for you for free. So that was a really cool experience. We actually tried, Martin tried some sake and he did a Aperol Spritz. I tried the Mexican passion fruit with condensed milk and Tajín paleta in Mexico, which was phenomenal. I can't wait to have another one. And what else did we try? We tried that, and it was something else that we tried. Now I forgot what the other stuff was that we tried. And we went to the different areas. What had happened is that we went there and we had lunch before we got there. And by the time we got there, we weren't hungry. So we couldn't try a whole lot of stuff. But I want to be able to go back. I will be in the MSC Grandiosa on February 21st on my birthday. I'll be doing a tour there. And obviously the vlog is coming with. And all of you guys are coming with me that day. I'm going to be vlogging that. And maybe we go to Epcot after that to continue to celebrate my birthday that day. So yeah, the Arts Festival. Yeah, it is amazing. I had a great time on there. They have really good treats as well, but everything is very costly nowadays. It's just crazy. But guys, our show is coming to an end. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the best buffets on a cruise. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys next week. And we will be here again, having a good time. And then on Friday, guys, I'm packing you guys all up and we're going to go on this Margaritaville adventure together because I'm bringing you guys along. I might do a live stream from the Margaritaville. So keep an eye on that one. I'm just not sure what time of the day I'm going to be doing it, but keep an eye on the channel because we're going to come out with amazing adventures this year. So guys, with that being said, I love you guys all to the moon and back. Please stay safe. God bless each and every one of you guys. And please don't forget to have a prayer for Don from our part because we love him very much. Thank you guys for being here on another live show. Love you guys. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. I see you next week.